Hello all, welcome back to our channel Happy Mom Crazy Kids. Very nice to meet you all through yet another video on our Happy Parenting 100 series. So today is episode 11 of our Happy Parenting 100. Today let's talk about anxiety in children. Very common habit in children, very common attitude that we see in children, anxiety. Before we move into the video, make sure to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Please do share it with your friends. Now, what is anxiety? Many people confuse hyperactivity with anxiety. Hyperactivity is different, anxiety is different. How do you identify anxiety in children? In general, when someone is so curious about something, we term it anxiety. But in psychology, specifically in child psychology, anxiety is related with behavioral issues. So, how do we identify an anxious child? How do we identify anxiety in children? Let's move on to the video. Anxiety is a very commonly used term in children when you observe anxiety. When your child is always irritated. Children are prone to be irritated sometimes, but anxiety in children, makes your child always irritated. When your child is irritated than normal, it means your child is suffering with anxiety issues, and your child will have sleeping issues. Some children we have seen, right? So some parents come to us and complain, ki ma'am, I don't know why this guy doesn't sleep at all. The parents there fail to address the problem that is lying behind the sleeplessness of a child. Yes, sleeplessness is a little common problem in children. When your child is sick, when your child has got some pain, many times children don't know to express their pain. Those are days where sleeplessness is acceptable. But an anxious child, a child who's suffering from anxiety, has always sleep issues. Every other day, the child has some problem with sleeping, like not finding the right position to sleep, not able to stick to a specific sleep schedule, and other issues. Not snoring loudly, talking in sleep, talking while sleeping. Talking while sleeping is also seen as a little common issue with children, but till up to 5 years of age, it's okay. Above 5 years, if your child is talking more than normal during sleep hours, it means your child has anxiety issues. And anxiety in children will also have an influence on their eating habits. Eating lesser than normal or eating more than normal. Many a times, anxious children eat less than normal. They complain about food for no reason. Those children can't decide what is a favorite food. One day you think this is favorite, and the next day the child just simply denies that no, that is not my favorite. The child simply refuses to eat that. So anxiety in children will confuse them on their eating habit. It will have an influence on the sleeping habit also. It will have an influence on their eating habit also. And the most important problem, in fact I would say this is the biggest of all problems with children related to anxiety, is they are always angry. They get, quickly, just in a spark, they get angry. Just a spark and they get irritated. They just can't tolerate things, Someone moving, someone touching, or someone just talking to them, someone trying to reach out. Even at home, their own siblings taking their stuffs and touching their stuffs. It's all quite common. Children getting angry with sharing stuffs between siblings is common. But children having issues with anxiety get angry, normal than usual. Get irritated, normal than usual. That is a point when you have to seriously consider dealing with the anxiety in that child. They get, a lot of negative thoughts. Summing up the points, The child will be always irritated, the child will have eating disorder, the child will have sleeping disorder, the child will get angry normal than usual, the child will always be restless. And another biggest issue with children dealing with anxiety is the child will have a lot of negative feelings. Like as a family, when you sit and discuss something, children who have anxiety issues will come up with always something always negative. They just can't see the positive perspective of it. So children having anxiety issues will always think of negative things. Now, knowing that these issues are there in your child, when is the time that you have to reach out to a child counselor, a child psychiatrist? There is a point for everything, in children, behavioral issues. Many a times with many ages, we just say, okay, this is okay. The child will, adjust with it. The child will cope up with it. But when is the red card? Because anxiety issues have red cards. When is the actual red card? When, what is the point where you have to stop, finding your own solutions and reach out to a child psychiatrist? Or what are the points that you have to actually observe and take a call on dealing with helping your child out with its anxiety? First thing, when the sleep issues goes beyond managing. Sometimes you can just ask, comfort your child and make him or her sleep. That will work for a week. Again, it will start all over. If they have continuous disturbance pattern in their sleep issues, that is the time when you have to really reach out and start addressing their anxiety issues. Secondly, food issues, if it is not related to any other disorder, like if the child has got gaseous issues or something else, food issues are common in children. These days, specifically right from birth, many children are termed college, this, that and all. So, usage of medications right from birth at times has an influence on the child's appetite. But when dealing with anxiety, if the child is continuously complaining about food without any reason, that is a red card. Another biggest red card, when your child is able to talk only negative things. When your child is only telling you bad things, is only complaining. That is a real red card. That is when you have to reach out to us child counselors to help your child come out of anxiety issues. And anxiety issues are not treated. They are just dealt. So in our next video, I will come up with tips on how to deal with anxiety issues. Today we saw how to identify anxiety issues and when is the real red card and when should we actually start addressing these issues. In our next video, I will come up with tips on how to deal and help your child come out of anxiety issues. Thank you so much for watching.